welcome to Uncle Joe Podcast. And tonight is going to be an exciting night when we have to do a little bit of catch up with one of the legends. You know, Katanga's, Kuvaku Koktanga Kwazo. Today I'm joined by none other than Newton Gwanangul, Badman.
Bada. They go on really say, Uncle Joe. Who's on the uncle? I'm that now, man.
Uncle, this nigga did you eat?
Yeah, there's the uncle. Yeah, that is the uncle. Come on, I don't think that's why I get to the bar. But then Uncle Jojo.
How is jobbing?
Now, jobbing is I know this so. Unogenda movement ukupusha kuti zvifaya hapana
ndo yacho
hapana chinongodiyo is under the nose vantu vaiziva under the nose no skill of survival ndo iripo
true
otherwise yeah ndiko and
2002 makawina MC contest.
And 2002 ayotsoka kumashure
ndinoda wafana waite aiwa ndinoda ipapa apo kuti vanhu vazive layo ndinenge mwana kane noise kana ngotanga ngochema ike zvino handisi kuziva kuti chiona but anyway 2002 ndoda kuti vanhu vamboziva kuti makambogwina chi MC contest cup.
Aiwa MC contest anga achotanga kumashure kudhara I think the first battle in Nakapina MC contest was what? I think, yeah, when the inroads were now shaking, it was 1999. Okay. Yeah. 1999. It was a club in the live wire. And live wire. And the was Twana Silver Store.
Oh, yeah.
Saga and that one was the toughest one, if I can put it on the records. That way, the toughest one.
Do you know what about?
But young gladiator. Mageto is any talent, but talent was not exposed. Nowadays, movement, my phone in it.
Yeah, that's true.
The prize money was even worth it by time yo. And I believe if it was like around $2,000 something, $2,000 to $5,000 something. Yeah, it was so about. But out of all that, about 105 MCs.
Shit.
105 MCs. It was by more than number one and number two. Papa Singa number 15, 20. By more than number one, number two.
Yeah.
Believe me, I think I'm not MC one show, but time you are the judge merciless. I'm the judge merciless. I'm not MC bad boy sound. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that one was then the Angari from my one, Singa from my one. These are my MCs. And the toughest part about it, Singado Tarazaka is with when was my days on my MC we have registered hip hop. I'm gonna message you. I gonna do no somebody mononyoreza mazita mozoita same aiwa ipapo if all MCs vari kuda kuuya kuzokwandisa right now, please come and register your name mononyoresa biti ramuri kuima amurizive hapana zvamuri chango chaonacho malyrics ako chete. And then the next thing painenge yaunonzi yatanga paingotanga kuti panongotorwa dzainzi ndiro kamazuva acho uri kuona aingobuda ndiro yobva yatorwa ndiro yobva yagadzikwa yobva yatanga kuplaywa and yaingoplaywa 30 seconds apa mune mamiri uri kuona message painotanga kudedzwa dzisekuru apa ridhimo raizochinja magiya muza maridhimo eda kudhara vairobva razonochinja rozonoita zvinhu zvaraita ende pakationa vanhu vobva vamira ende kana ukangogara watsikirirwa watostika zvatodhara. What I can say it was, that one was the first, on a big number scale they ran, that one was the first one. if I can put it across that way.
And how did you do on that one?
No, I did. Chakazoitika, I still remember pane team yanga iripo team yana Aukabulani nichiye team yana Aukabulani yanga iripo. Saka ndakazoti ndakuma final manje. Is one of my bridge nainzi bomba. Azeni unokuziya ndijena. Andikujena the group but ndakadefenda because yakazonge yakunzi lyrics for lyrics. Takazoitwa line up till 4 urikuona message pairi lyrics for lyrics rhythm richenda but my switcher mic ichenda lyrics for lyrics and wakatoka nokudzokoroti urikuona message pairi tengera kona sara sina chunhu waibongoona mwana achiti pasi saka ndikunyebere for that record I didn't even have confidence to know that I've got a lot to do or to do with when it comes behind the mic but pakabode creativity it's actually yakabayaso builder prior time and another time I do record and stuff like that but it was it was a good experience you know and I have to give credits to my pioneers be the case some of the pioneers I will mention as time goes on but you know the guys who valued the whole thing like engineer the whole thing to be there trust me it's all credits Jude Kovari you know what I mean saka thumbs up ndakapanazo finally think I just emsana akazopedzerana ndakazopindana naye upedzira you know kunyebere apa pakatoipa urikuona madezi wayo it was not only one side it was waikona kupenda in vet neshona depending on how good you are but if you were only one-sided waingostika one-sided but ininda izondijagula manje both sides kuti but only madezi waina asatoimbe shona ndaitoimba strictly English andingati chijoma because you are not you know but unaimba chirungu zangu accent yechijoma you know because we are not Jamaicans nakunyebera apana kuti uyu mujama no we portray accent yavo but we will never be Jamaicans because tikaisa tripi vachitaura aparo zatinonzwa you understand
because imwe patwa inombozotaurwa
aiziriyo ayo saka ini vapana vese aninganotora patwa they are lying to themselves ngava kana ane nharo izvo zvingauye kwandiri kana inbox kana munonzi comment section atintauriri kana straight line ini ndozogona kumubvunza ne-straight line nechijomaka uzoziya kuti haana zvaari kuziya you know because we also rubbed shoulders nemajamaicans acho and then we knew kuti tinogona kubata one or two but we will never be Jamaicans. You understand?
Yeah, taurako. But you're also credited ku raise ma junior my young youth wakaita fanga wana CALAZ wana JIGGAZ rest in peace.
Yeah, no. So what I can just highlight is a breakdown. I'll just give a breakdown of where I came from and how I then came into studying CALAZ and Nana JIGGAZ, the era yacho. So from 93 by then, because I used to stay at Whitefield. That's where I was born and bred in Whitefield. In Sanders, So you find the within my clan, because no I got a Jabi, I into stereo one year. Jabi. Jabi. I know Jabi. I gotta go. They found our stereo one basically. So I gotta go Whitefield. So we had pride in saying Jabi and growing up the children of Jabi and children of music. Saka that part in when I started to pinda mangoma. Do you know what vapana mazuano ukabvunza kuti kaseti yakaita sei havazive ukabvunza kuti kaseti yakaita sei iko zvinezvi kana kuti tiposte kana tikaposta mumunzi paFacebook kuti vapana ndimbonuza kuti kaseti yakaita sei vanogona kuza but vazive kuti kana kuita radio yairekodha saka you'd find kuti just to cut it short ndaizotaimira madhezi airidza hitman sengendo uya kurekodha mangoma because ngoma rainetsa kuwana kwakusina internet
Yes.
Mukapotsa paredhiyo ngoma ramatopotsa makumirira next week musi weMonday kana Thursday pairidzo mangoma
adzoka pachirongwa.
Adzoka pachirongwa. Saka motoza zvafa. Kana musina kutoenda kana kumarecords kwamaiti mukaenda kumarecords muri kuzoti muri kunotaimira kuti Bango akuridza kana kuti Jabi akuridza kana mamasoundman anga aripo ese, just to mention a few. Waitoziva kuti no Delta Force kana ari kuridza ane ngoma rakati risina mumwe, and it was exciting nadays acho. Kwete zvemazona zvongotoda Gunda Musaira and avasi nowadays hakuna value. There's no value.
There's no value.
So patime iyoyo unozoti ndakatanga kuti ndaitosta ndaigona kuimiteka chakadhimo na pliers. Urikona message of pliers.
Mwana shirod.
Urikona message of miteke bazo mteke miteke tizi. Ukela zote shikade kugwaji manje team has tangura ma disk manje nchita se ndichi jagla manje. Zvimwe bona ndorowa kana ma voice ana sibuto na dola de Coca-Cola bottle shape yet around the place a broke. Because a teacher chimubuda mklasi soka and yanga itori happy kuti teacher chimubuda mklasi soka vanhu vaitanga kutorowa disk vakanditariso urikona meti ngoti saka it kept on going. Saka you find kuti time iyoyo the vibe rakatanga kukura, and you'd find kuti no ngoma waitoti kana usina ukatasara kufambira kwariri, it was gold. Saka I was like motivated that way. Point yekuti ndanda ne crew yedu manje. Saka bandoenda pandepafundira Badman. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Badman.
Badman manje. That was 1993-94. There was a guy ainzi kana waona pakaima Andy Brown ainzi trigger so. Mashanu achitosta akapfeka dread so andokona message right because we were in the same hood. That guy was deadly. If I can put it amongst Maseko's angunaika angara ahead of me, but misfortune. Saka he was like garapasita kutoast and everything. Say that guy was deadly. He would speak lyrics like nobody's business. And then got him minds scatter. I think scatter chiripo. I'm going to be dropping my songs. So you'd find it was a clan here. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. Now it was like who to kill you to stay in the so Maseko Zimo, and then in the team and Nakazukazira man behind it, and getting my DJs, Nichi, Mama artist. But now the man is Badman crew. Saka the Badman crew man tata inspire wanana skate them crew. Urugona nyayo mairi. Because remember Jamaica company ma crew maklan. Urugona message
exactly. True.
Urugona na monster shark crew anachi. Odo hapana wakagonda monster shark crew ndiani. Abazi. Urugona message mairi. So you'd find kuti padaro manje tata kuti tata chichikura ndo patambo changa kuita ma vibes ekuno. Unozati tata kuti zokoma backyard. Tichena unoti tine too much speakers. Nema kasi. Yakati uchinazo uchigadzira iri pa cassette we nigirina vanhu vangwari ma big guns kwatiri ndo vangwani ma what do you call this, ndo vangwani ma vinyls, ndo vangwani ma big sounds.
Yes, ndo vangwani ma records,
ma big sounds atakataura nezvawo havaperi pavana roughneck vana chi singataure the other guys vakazinge vakuenda vachinechwa from them. So
yes
from them now within our crew now, because it's Badman crew, mazitacha anga angori fun. Kwakune mwana ainzi voucher, kwakune ainzi voucher tea, kune ainzi vampire. It was like gangster. It was fun. But in a way, man, from then ndakabhadhara mamwe movement. Urikona nyaya chokaita. Up to a point yekuti pane patakazoenda, it was a battle at kind of tiangari ma MCs. Urikona man. My other guys could not be creative enough to stand the pressure.
The heat. By pizza.
Why gonna go Budam first round? But they had potential. When something is born, you stand tall.
Exactly. That's true.
So
that's true.
From there, that's when I begin to to push and it but in stara nations arrange notch zvinoda kuti
Oh.
in a way manje ndinokazomona kuti amaizi Badman iwewe ka ndio wakunzi Badman saka pese panoona kuti anzi Badman uri kufanisa cho pairi manje so tazonodaro ndo pakazonenza ma-events anati mbokutaura nezvavata mbokutaura nezvava 1999 which was one of the biggest MC contests that I got crowns isina vanhu vanoziva so branching from there mostly vanhu vandaspenda now time inini ndaspenda time mostly neSilverstone to be honest now.
All right. Silverstone.
But be it a case Stereo One way also my alliance. So I was in between. So, but because it was like, remember, it was a war zone between Stereo One and Silverstone. I was just caught in between no movement, but coming out as an MC, you know what I mean? The history is long, but who were big MCs, just my MCs, I thought about Mike. About it. But for now, we are just focusing on what I'm having to highlight about my story.
Yes.
So prior to that, now moving on, engage my private entities. I think engage in rough mix. That was 2000. Rough mix, you know what I'm trying to say. But now from that now, what we did.
Yes, that's the thing. Coxina. That's true.
And the time yairwadza pakuti ukaimba zvisina sense vanhu vangu vasingarespond wangonoimba nyemba zvezvonyango ukaimba kuti bhutsi yangu yazobvaruka uri pastage vanhu vaikonongokutarisa vanhu vamwane a certain level of understanding in music yanga iri way ahead of time.
Exactly.
What must make sense. And kana uri kuimba malyrical masongs ehonda anofana kunga ari masongs ehonda. But however now, so rubbing shoulders to rap with a lot of guys, but then I became so connected rap mix. And Doyana Temboman. I'm very found in the other guys wangawaripo. And then in now partnering within rap mix ndo banana and I read in kwanga kutropicana much.
Tropicana. Okay, all right.
Exactly. Tropicana now and inoti. So session young inoti is strictly dance or is national funnies. Session you know what I mean? Mango Saka ye and the eyes of we after Jesus mostly the eyes of Faris because 1318 session. Remember 1318 afternoon I tell you we actually White Muscat, Kosovo, Maneru, so it was within those levels of interchange that it is also. But now, within that part, in mind, more role younger, more of being an MC. Panandro Graph mix. Saka selector and so I find the good time when the nature and the culture payanga yane bozo. One white scope I would double. I to meet a Badman to clean up session Friday. Thursday. It was now becoming exciting. And it was that level here would see that turning own generation. Remember, a clan can be made from one side to the side of the second clan. Because one man believes you know what I mean? So that's how the culture was like. If then now because now push and now but now push some praise of a number of shift and now with a business wise nobody can make a silent. You understand what I'm trying to say? And remember communication was not like nowadays. It was not like that during those days. But then to that the cycle is long. When I took a break, and then later on as time went on, but that is what it, you know, the guys who were running the clubs. And no, come, go to Uranishi. I think that time though, time yakazenya launch a club yakazonza Asylum, and then Asylum didn't have meters of Joditza. Time you before Asylum said that is what said their launch. I think Dopa Badis and another week was Synergy. Remember my clubs and town.
Too much.
But time yes, same way inside even that we engage in rough mix. Every month could show nightclub. Etaton achidano gonna woods up and a series of good I'm saying Etaton must Etaton gonna woods up and a but no. When it came to my MC contest, Badman was undefeated.
Undisputed.
Every month, because what's not coming over stars millions of them nearby. I'll tell you every month it was a point they could right to see out the time as Badman. But I can confess the only person who was a big contender one, if I can tell you now, it can be short. And you know how you find out the socials. Socials, brother yake ain's mega spice.
Oh, okay, all right. I forgot the socials.
I want to know. Ain's mega spice. Mega spice was lethal. Can I say lethal? I'm telling you, his own style.
I didn't know to mega spice. I got a blazo.
Mega, I think Mama Cape Town because he once stayed in Cape Town. I think Cape Town. That guy was lethal. But don't put my misfortune is I don't come open. But if can have our be stopped. But he was lethal. Can I get lethal injection? No, I'm buy lethal injection. That's how it was a point at times with Chubu can I make it because I got open good I can maybe month in the MC contests. I'm asking about the patterns. At times when Padaida battle yes as opinion around the 3-4. You know what I mean? I think out of all I can roll at 2. Out of all I can roll at 2. Then after that, kuna mapana wakazi uya manje vainzi AGL kana vambonzo vapana haiva pabudiro vainzi AGL vangwari 3 wanaimba nevoice rari hosi rangu wanaimba nevoice raita unge basically anga ari mori maTOKS but inaimba ndirichi is one
only one voice.
So within that contest also those were the other guys Vangwani threat. You understand what I'm trying to say? But what I can repeat again, my misfortune is I know one. You know what I mean? So to that extent, that's my part of it in terms of MC contest. But if there's things my records I gonna use anga on my phone or record, or you could even have picked up with but I'm grateful to be where I am in the same time telling the story as it is. I don't want to
but so when did CALAZ and all the other gang come in?
Right. No time here ndakazenda kuridza ku what do you call this? No time ndakazenda kuridza ku Asylum. So Asylum now I think it was now 2007 2008 somewhere 2008 2009. We're going to have a gap Roman 2009. I mean, I'm going to talk about my 90s. There's no my 90s.
Exactly.
2009. Believe, I think it was 2009 somewhere.
Yeah.
But this is Asylum. I just club Asylum. And it's a young guy na depot chakore. This I mean, just I mean, just nearly. That's what I want to see when it's because any time you go on. So, right. So urgona zvaiti ngandezve kuti ndakaita movement ndakazonogara pasi that is on a club as Badman we're going to give you a challenge. Are you able to put the club in life because Temple anga actually I think Temple Man leads ku KFC. Anga kutopikana KFC.
Oh, pa KFC baba.
Denga pa. The ones who like iwewe, can you run this? Can you run this? And it's we're going to give you my days. Akaita sechi Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Omarana, but Temple Man they are good to Saturday. Because I know I'll give it a try. Then do bana push a movement Wednesday, Thursday, and do those are my midweeks are. To a point the Eguti Temperman was running the Saturday. So I think Panipakaita a bit of conflict in terms of balance a clientele yanga nayo. But you could need a new club. Whereas now the advantage that worked in was a point that I brought in new club of a bond and in the new club. Someone under absent, so it then synchronized.
Okay.
And don't want to make it. So up to a point that Badman she invaded, and then Saturday, Muscat, are you able to make things happen? And then Temple Manata take over, man. How the transition was happening. Then I took over the afternoon Saturdays. Afternoon Saturdays is like a madness. Like a madness. Do banana gazera a new alliance you have found, man. Do banana gazera Badman. I need to bring back that thing again. Now so then I brought in a fan of a new one. But no, you're going to be playing that, you're going to be playing that. And good things about it was adapter, and then they could even play people who generation yangai time, you know. Mentioning the way the Morgan Stitchy, Smalls, the MC Smalls, Nana TI and you know, but those were the guys like then pushed, and we were pushing non-stop. To a point there was no sleep, and then everything just changed. And then we were now on top of the game. Club Asylum, you know, the point they would go to Maron Dera, Ntari, Bindura, and also hosting my big classes, and I was Tanana Silverstone and other guys like that, you know. And then by the time your CALAZ now, anga aneklani yakevaiva kumbari. Wanga dance, if I can put it across that. Anga dances. But mufana nakata ambozia mwashuru banaka musanga na I think studio mokari. I don't record, you know, that kind of thing. But muno anga inspired many in a way. I don't want to elder, you know what I'm trying to say. So when I know the asylum, it was time I would do my dance. CALAZ I my dance. Dance. You know, why do I dance? You know, my days I remember my days I was my clocks
my clocks
teenage every dance or fun away from a dance. You know, and the youngest not even that vision to sing, you know. They look at paid Zads in Ngova, they will even come to my place, Whitefield and to mix out. Even the times they will come even sleep over then, you know. So within that now I think I had a show in Norton, and it's Sangana na socials. So I don't know. And then what I do tower pine got no look. Vato yimba no unogona kuya then that time you na develop studio now. So ndo banana develop studio. So ndo banana kuzotanga kubreeda the young guys, and then motive ya nanto na studio was if I can get a clan based on the inspiration ya 99 from Jamaica kuti nikagona kupana kana 6 7 8 9 wanenge wakapinga. That means it's a train vanhu vanenge vachigona ngomisa zvinhu mutoners. You know what I'm trying to say? So by then I think our economy yakazenge yakuita wibbly babbly. Zvakudhakwa. Even nyango ukanzwa days for an event, you'd find that event is not even rewarding. Maria yamatoshandisa mutransport inogona kuperera pachi. Inogona kuperera pa zvasiyana panhu ari kupiwa mari achita mahusa. You know, it's the hardships that we went through. Trust me.
Exactly.
You know, they will never understand it. They will assume that things with the same way they want to survive from how we survive. You know, but you know, a lot of guys drop the ball and vakango drop the button seat because it was not that easy.
That's true.
I'm opening avenues, but you will find within the industry a lot of artists, pioneers, but a lot drop the ball because you find when there's no food on the table, otherwise you know
see.
You know what I mean?
That's
so
true.
Within that context, I think see our fan and we are to know, look, I need to come and settle for greener pastures, see if I can utilize my schooling into practice. You know, do see but as not don't meet my vibes and I go record, but I go some shelf, whatever I recorded, I go some shelf, I go record some shelf. Up to a point right now, you know, I just got that feeling of if whatever I have, let me just release it.
Is it the reason why you are releasing your music like now? Because always I'm seeing you're dropping something. But when you hear the songs now, in the song in I see the kind of thing. Is that why you're doing that now?
No, the reason we're going to in music, you do remember. Yeah, when I CD. Yes. Because it was CD. You know what I'm trying to say? But the point now, why I'm trying to put and release this stuff is good. It's legacy. It's if my name is being mentioned, is being mentioned in Uyo, but personal that evidence. Then it's something because mfana wanazuru anenga mupenga mungatora nezvaningirina nida say, but it's just ikungozisazvese paground kuti vanhu vazive kuti no man, okay saka pa zvakatodaiwo zvita isingadaiwo okay uyu munhu because face yangu kuoneka chaiko the generation yapano vanywana andinganyema munhu vapano vazhinji. I'm actually surprised with papa comments on my Facebook. We thought you know, some of them are going to but I don't see because I don't
because I think the when you is one way to takatanga zvinhu in the game kudara vanofana nobvazo yake zvino. I think atisikupanana mukana wekuti we're not giving each other my chances wekuti let me make the new generation know the people who were there before. Tese takawanda, most of the guys they're just hiding somewhere. They just don't want to be seen or to claim what they've done for the industry to be what it is today.
100%. I know, I totally agree with you. Because if you see, so you want, just sending someone a message. Yeah. Okay, sure. So just to put it across, and what I can highlight is, if we don't write the history on the wall, then that means we are just people who are breaking for no apparent reason. You know what I'm trying to say?
Exactly.
It's not breaking, because when they will call it breaking. You know what I'm trying to say? So, but evidently, if we write and say it like now, like the way that I'm trying to, it doesn't mean I cannot go into the studio and record a new song.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to do? I can go into the studio right now, record a new song, bring it out. But I need to start from where it was. Put it there, they can actually understand the transition.
Yeah.
Okay. It makes sense. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
And it adds value because there is, you know, like say right now, and this conversation, this conversation I took it right now, it's going to be carried up for generation and generation, from past one for generation to generation. What I'm trying to say. Compared to you know what I'm trying to say?
That's
we
true.
were some of the best amongst the best. But because of misfortunate the recordings also, it's sad, you know what I'm trying to say. But if we have got opportunity, you know what I'm
saying.
But
how do you feel with I think the issue yekuti vanhu vakazopinda mudanzi 20 2013, 2014 claim kuti suji Zimdancehall tistakaitanga. Don't you feel that it's a bit of disrespect to the OGs?
Do you know? Let me answer you one word straight, and that is totally garbage. You understand what I'm trying to say? No, ukada kunzwa in certain words. Check my songs and before the so-called area in Zimdancehall. Whenever I was even introducing myself, and my songs that is Zimdancehall than Dada.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say? But my songs and I tenderica even with all that stuff. And I wrote the Zimdancehall than Dada. You know what I'm trying to say? So if somebody would breaking that intro and highlight it, what is it going to paint?
Yes.
You know what I'm trying to say? So then ukatarisa futhi papa area yacho yoyo, and I never even came to claim Dini whatsoever, and I don't want to even claim. I let things speak for themselves. You know what I'm trying to say? There are a lot of guys like pusher the movement, even when abroad in the UK. You get what I'm trying to say? We even labeled music from Zimbabwe, Zimdancehall. You know what I'm trying to say? So because I cannot make no noise when I feel there's no food on the table. You get what I'm trying to say? And remember, when we were breaking, when we were mining for this whole thing, it was not an easy thing.
Not at all. Not at all.
You know, imagine when you also into production, how it went to the point they would not it's not working. But from the side, what produce.
Yeah, I think sometimes we don't say the losses we went through or even the heartbreaks we went through to do certain things on. But we don't talk about, which we did. The industry how it is today. You see, but we know there's no point of us breaking and saying, "Hey, no. We did that because of the passion and we loved it."
No, exactly. It's not about money. It's just when we did most of these things, it's not about money. You know, we even incurred losses and we lost even time. By time you go penetrate through the way that we went. You know, at times even fighting to a point they don't know. Look, I've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and especially time. The time that we lost by time yoga, we can cry for, but okay, it's good enough because we are coming back to tell the story.
Yes.
Are you getting what I'm trying to say?
Yes.
It's good enough. You know what I'm trying to say. But we also give credits to other people who also showed us the way. Because if it was just to mention about me, you know, it's to mention about people who had dancehall in their hands. If those people didn't have dance in their hands, we think so then that means we could not even be. South Africa. You know what I'm trying to say? Let's talk of South Africa era, you know what I mean? They cannot mention dancehall because it was not pushed to the point they push for dancehall. Someone pushed the right of them. You know what I'm trying to say? So it was a good hand change over. Yet Jamaican play Ikazengeaku migrated to make us understand we are able to do it. So from then the people who started it made way to open gates. Remember, Windows G. Imagine Windows 7, Windows G, Windows 5, and Windows, which got the rhythm new Windows. Then you go Windows. It was nothing like that. So we went through the hard times to sell what we are now pushing is dancehall.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say? What we are now pushing is with the same dancehall. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
But just
just because of maybe time, because I need to because then I mean so. In terms of Toti, as Badman. Badman thing, and this also Peter material winky and all these things. That's but she was telling us we doing it. What's your plan with the music? Because I believe you still have got a role to play at the moment, and you still have got the passion.
Urwana, I'll ask you one question. How old is Buju Banton?
Yeah, good. I think Buju is around.
I'll just ask you a few. How old is Shaggy?
Yes.
You know what I mean? All those guys are old, veterans. You know what I'm trying to say? If you could remember during the era of the 90s, children's big up. Big up.
Yeah.
Angari Shaggy. And it. But the Shaggy is not relevant up to the time I ask who is the song. You know what I mean? Buju Jai, if he's here, but he ride a murder, you know what I'm trying to say? Ask my Buju. But I know what is the much you know what I'm trying to say? We're talking of the guys right behind the hardcore part of it. It's not how they reggae because the reggae might not even understand them, but we still listen to them and are very smart. But you understand what I'm trying to say? Okay, Vibes wasn't in exile for long. You know, one of Vibes the generation after the Bujus, but still, Buju, I'm going to drop a good tune. People will listen to it now because you place the relevance in terms of time. And what when it comes to even Vibes Cartel, he still maintains and plays the relevance. So that just to mention, if you on the record, last year I now release it.
I release. That's releasing.
You understand what I'm trying to say? So what I'm going to say for now, okay, I can have been quiet for the record because I'm focusing on other things prior to that. I take music as a hobby. You know what I'm trying to say? Exactly. Why Badman I gonna go this. Badman I gonna MC pasna go this. Badman I gonna put this persona shimba. And it's like playing football. It's like playing football. It's like going to for a swim, for a jog, or maybe going for weightlifting. So I utilize it as it's supposed to be.
That's true.
So as much as it is, I will just have to paint a picture. I could expect the unexpected. Yeah, Bo. No one knows a song. I can tell you right now, my inbox, in my inbox, that means it's somebody who has connected to me a lot.
Exactly, that's true.
Somebody who Batman, I know because I bonded in the morning here. So if I still have got that thing in me, I just have to do what I have. That person will always appreciate, because why? Music is not basically what you say competition. You know what I mean? Music is something that needs to connect with people. Whether it's set time, set time, it has to connect in one set way. The game song you do one that's do it you know what I'm trying to say? Well, at one point, I do dance. If my chest releases a song, how many people are going to rush and listen to it? But he's not Hobo, but he's a legend, you know what I'm trying to say? Tugu went to sleep. Tugu went to sleep, tell me again, but I release actually the same vibe. Marekozi amirwe and anongobudo time yakwana because ndikaramandiri noisy panguva yezvinogona kuwa vanhu. You understand what I'm trying to say?
But I appreciate the fact you're right now you're still releasing your tracks. I was actually checking out some of your tracks in Zuro. I think last week I was checking out one among my video which you did in AI. You're actually embracing the new technology in it, which is a good thing.
Yeah, even for those things that I'm doing the AI, I'm just trying to make it communicate. I'm going to do actual my visuals, chayo, and pin and rate my visuals. I'll take time to do script, rehearsal, and then record. So that CNN AI. AI, yes, is just fast-paced things, but it will not bond with a video and in. So those ones I know. I will also because the my old school. I'm online that I'm going to still be selling to everyone. You guys, this is me. Because I don't think that me language as as much as people. I know Alliance equals Bagaras, pay by internet,
too much.
unototi munhu utoti akatonzwa kuti Badman abudisa song anotonzwa kubhoila kuti abudisa song anondibhowa but imwe munhu utoti akanzwa ndabudisa song anotokona kumira kudya sadza
anonakirwa. That's true. That's true.
So, yeah, no, expected from me. Just expect anything goes. You know what I'm trying to say.
Otherwise, because of time, I think I'll cut up another. But I wish we could have more of these discussions, like always, just to recap and educate my youths where we came from, what we are doing, and where we're going. And because next time is them who will be saying, we did this. Because Majana, it's always chances and passing on the baton.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. But in a way, it's just, what I would want to advance with this same generation. This is not about pride. It's all about educating the next person. The reason, the story, we can talk until for hours, but I know maybe on the next episode, given the chance, we're going to talk. The reason for me doing what I did and why I did it, what I learned, and what's the good thing about this whole thing, the good thing about this whole thing, the steps taken in terms of life. You know what I'm trying to say? Because other people, they act, because when we don't have to see even within the genre music, you know what I mean?
That's true.
Because of ups and downs and it, you can tell stories behind ABCD, but a lot. You know what I'm
I think let's do a part 2. Otherwise, Badman, thank you so much for tuning in and talking to me. I just hope next time to get in a part 2 where we would dwell more on the other things behind the scenes and all those things and your decisions. Otherwise,
exactly.
Thank you so much.
I know, don't want. Thanks a lot. And to everybody who has been with us within the journey and along the journey. Thumbs up. So keep it reality and apana secret behind Badman.
It's Badman. Anyway. No. We'll talk. Let's definitely let's talk about that in the next episode.
All right. Respect to Ango Joe. Ango Joe.
Out. Ango Joe is out. Come on.
Heavy.